We're back!
Wow, that's the spirit. All right, what are we doing today?
We have Angela. Okay, so Angela, I think she's someone that follows you, and she had a room that she needs some help on.
She sure does.
I'm actually excited for this room too.
Ooh, I like
so
it.
I'm going to do my best and read this because I wasn't so
Yes,
good.
I hope you've been working on your reading in the last week.
Angela says, this is our breakfast nook. We all eat here. Oh my God.
That's okay. We'll keep working on it.
This is our breakfast nook where we eat all of our day-to-day meals. We have a formal dining room that we use for guests. A lot of people do a sideboard here in this area, but I can't picture it. What do you think? What should I do with that big blank wall? Do you have any artwork layouts that you would recommend? Should I use a floor covering here to make a space look more complete? What does a floor covering mean?
She means a rug. Come on, man. Get it together.
Oh, jeez. I thought she meant like, should we do like flooring up the wall? Wow.
You're not answering these.
Could you imagine?
Your suggestion is to carpet the wall.
So let's help Angela out. And by us, I mean you.
Okay, well, first things first, you said you were excited that it was this space. What got you amped up for this being the submission?
I honestly just had no else. Like I didn't know what else to say, so I just said I'm excited. It could have been any room. I would have said I'm really excited for this submission.
I was really hoping for something profound from that, but okay, you know what? I stand corrected. You know what's funny about this room?
Oh, there's a ceiling fan?
Yeah, it's a combination of two things I feel quite passionately about, one being drapes, one being ceiling fans.
Some are like properly. The drapes are hung properly.
And that's actually what I was going to talk about. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with the way the drapes are hung.
Okay.
I'm just going to throw it out there for anybody watching this who might have a situation where they're dealing with like a bulkhead with patio doors inside of it. What I would actually do here is I would do a ceiling mounted track. And the reason I would do that is to minimize the amount of lines you see. So to just kind of clean it up. Now, the first thing she asked about was a
sideboard.
Yeah.
Just a question. How many different names are there for a sideboard?
You could say a credenza, you could say a sideboard, you could say a cabinet, you could say
a buffet.
A buffet. So that looks like there's at least four.
I actually hate that name.
Buffet?
Yeah.
Did you just say that because you didn't know what else to say again?
No. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't like the name of that. That sounds like, it just sounds big and bulky.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like sideboard.
It feels very old.
It does. So does credenza. Did I say credenza yet?
You did say credenza.
Oh, okay.
I thought we talked about that.
Yeah, this is riveting content once again. When you're dealing with a dining table, you normally want to have at least 3 feet between whatever either wall or piece of furniture and where the chair is, so that you are able to kind of pull in and out with no issues. If you found a specific sideboard, it would just be too big. So I would instead look for a console and search for console when you're looking online or going shopping, and look for something that's around like 15 inches deep or 12 inches deep, ideally 12. But I don't know the scale here, but it's going to feel a lot smaller and it's not going to feel quite so heavy.
Right. So I had a question for you.
Hopefully I have an answer.
You see the ceiling fan and the table, they obviously don't line up. And this is pretty common just because builders will put light fixtures wherever, and then you move your furniture and you realize, okay, it's not actually set properly for where my table needs to go. What do you recommend? Because I know you're going to change this light fixture out. We already know that because Michelle hates ceiling fans. So what do you recommend? Like, I know it's going to have to sway somehow. Like, what do you do with that?
Yes, I'm really glad you brought that up. I would swap out the fan. I'm hoping that we can do it.
Okay.
But yeah, this is exactly the best reason why working with a designer is so key, especially when you're dealing with a new build, a renovation. People don't think, and they shouldn't have to think about this. This is, they've got enough going on. But when you're trying to figure out where to put lighting, where to put, outlets or anything, you want to think about it in relation to furniture and how you're going to use the space. That being said, you inherit stuff like this all the time. So it's exactly what you said. You're going to look for a pendant light or light fixture that is on a chain or on a cord that isn't a straight rod, so that you have the ability to kind of stick a hook in the ceiling and basically swing it over. You asked about art in relation to this big wall. I'm going to give two scenarios. If you have a console.
Can we call it a buffet instead of a console?
Absolutely, the buffet / sideboard / credenza. To be large enough so that it's kind of spanning all the way, maybe almost to the, just a little bit less than where you see the bulkhead end as far as like thinking about how big the scale should be. And you want it to be maybe 4 to 6 inches above the console itself. So it could be one large piece of art, or it could be maybe a gallery wall of a bunch of little pieces. I love gallery walls, they're totally my jam. But you want to just make sure that the scale is right.
Now, I like the fact that we went with a round table, because I find a square table in this size of space would obviously like make it feel too small. So are you a fan of round tables? I like round tables.
I am a fan of round tables. I like round tables for function. In a square space, in a square dining space, a round table is a really great option to work with. Also because it just breaks up and mixes up the shapes that are in the space.
Does that wrap this room up, you think?
No, it doesn't, because she also asked about floor coverings. How quickly you forget. So yeah, she asked about whether or not she should bring in a floor covering / area rug. And I would say absolutely yes. Again, we see a lot of tile and we're seeing a lot of brown wood, and I want to bring something in to break up some of that. You might want to look for a round rug because of the space you're dealing with. It's either going to be a round rug, a perfectly square rug. It could be a hide because it's an irregular shape.
So don't hang it on the wall.
Don't hang it on the wall. Well, that's not true. You could in theory hang some form of a rug on a wall as art. I'm into that.
Okay.
I'm not ruling it out.
I think this was awesome and super helpful for her. Because this was so helpful to her, I'm sure other people are going to want this help. If people want to reach out to you, how do they do that?
You can find me on Instagram at michellebinette.design, or I will say I do have more tips that they can find on my website. So if they go to michellebinette.com, they can find some tips. And let's just say this inspired them to ask a question. Yes. They should go to michellebinette.com /prettyplace. And they can basically just submit and get information on how they can be featured in a future episode.
That was so much information. I'm sure everyone remembered that.
Okay, sorry, I forgot. You're the king of brevity. Let's go.
You can just find me on Instagram at Move with Michael. That's it. I'm not giving out any more information because I can't deliver it properly. Instagram, look me up, follow me there. That's it. I think that was awesome. Well, I don't think that was awesome.
I thought it was friggin' fantastic. I thought we nailed it.
I think it was okay, and this segment's over. Till next time.
Keep fit and have fun. You know? Is that not our slogan?
No, that's a good way of ending that one.
Okay. I feel like next time, like we talked about, you're going to bring your son who's going to do the reading for you.
Yes.
And then you're going to get him to deliver basically all of the things on how to find you. And I bet you he'll nail it like that.
I have 2 sons, so
you can pick your favorite.
I'm just saying I didn't want to just say, yes, I have 1 son, because then my other son would feel absolutely horrible, because he watches this.
When he gets older and he goes through dad's life and watches all the archived video footage, you don't want him to feel heartbroken, I know.
No, totally. Okay,